A legacy of manipulation, race, and politics in America. America, the land of opportunity, the beacon of democracy. But let's be real, America also has a long and messed up history with race. And that history, it's not just in the past, it's alive and well in our politics. For centuries, black people have been pawns in a political game, used, abused, and manipulated for votes. This isn't ancient history, people. This is happening right now. From the Reconstruction era to the Civil Rights Movement, politicians have exploited racial tensions. They use fear, they use division, all to hold on to power. It's a tale as old as time, or at least as old as America. And guess what? It's still happening today. Don't be fooled. The game hasn't changed, just the players. But here's the thing. We're not powerless. We have a voice. We have a vote. It's time to wise up, to see through the smoke and mirrors. Because when it comes to race and politics in America, the truth is often hidden in plain sight. Figureheads, not fighters, black candidates and empty promises. Now let's talk about black candidates. Representation matters, right? It's a beautiful thing to see someone who looks like you in a position of power. But here's the catch, representation without action is just a very pretty picture. It's like a delicious-looking cake that's all icing and no substance. Some politicians, they love to parade black candidates around. It's all about optics, it's about checking boxes. But when it comes to actually fighting for the black community, crickets. They'll talk a big game. But when it's time to deliver, they're nowhere to be found. Don't get me wrong, there are some amazing black leaders out there, people who are genuinely fighting for change. But we need to be honest about the fact that not all skin folk are kinfolk. Some black candidates are more interested in climbing the political ladder than lifting up their communities. A change in name, not a change in policy. The illusion of representation. Ever notice how some black candidates suddenly sound more urban during election season? It's like they took a crash course in slang. Suddenly, they're dropping beats and using words they probably had to Google. It's called pandering, folks, and it's as transparent as a freshly cleaned window. They'll tweak their names, change their cadence, all to try and connect with black voters. It's like they think we're fooled by a little code switching. Newsflash, we see right through it. It's insulting, honestly. Look, authenticity matters. We need leaders who understand our struggles, not just try to mimic our language. Because when the music stops and the cameras go away, it's our communities that are left to deal with the consequences. Tragedy as a political tool, exploiting fear after police shootings. Here's a harsh truth. Some politicians see tragedy as an opportunity. They see high-profile police shootings as a chance to score political points. They swoop in, offering condolences and promises of justice while stoking the flames of fear and division. They'll use these tragedies to push their own agendas to win votes. It's cynical, it's calculated, and it's downright disgusting. They'll talk about law and order while ignoring the systemic racism that leads to these shootings in the first place. Don't be fooled. These politicians aren't interested in solutions. They're interested in power. They profit off of our pain, off of our fear. It's time to call them out on it.